Alright guys, we are back for game number 2 between Lurk Patrol and GF Gaming. Pretty good first game for both teams. Obviously, a few mistakes on GF Gaming and a really solid executed draft on the side of Lurk Patrol. So, we are heading on into game number 2, so I hope you all have Depends on, because if you do take a shit on the floor, it'll actually just be in your Depends instead. So, let's get on into the draft as they have already kicked things off here. So first bands coming on out, we're going to have Asmodin, Rainer, Garrosh, and a Genji. So the Asmodin, I don't know. Well, on this map, it's very easy to stack. And his D is not necessarily as effective, but he packs hell of a punch right now. Now, first pick, Phoenix. I feel like we're back a few patches. Phoenix is still solid, don't get me wrong. I hope GF Gaming actually has a plan around the Phoenix, because Urel is available, Hammer is available, and that was also something that neither team had opted to choose. Hammer's gained a lot more popularity once again. Now, Gul'dan and Blaze, so they secure their solo lane once again. Blaze is definitely a strong solo lane. And I like the Gul'dan. Gul'dan has some fantastic wave clear on this map, and he really packs a punch, especially if you had the traditional double bruiser setup. If they do opt for a single warrior, that will negate some of the value of Gul'dan, but he will still pack a punch on the Diablo. Now, this will kind of hurt for the Jaina because a good Blaze can drop down the bunker while the Ring of Frost is coming and avoid it entirely, and or prevent anyone on his team from getting caught in that Ring of Frost. So it'll be interesting to see what choice they go with here, because the Water Elemental is infinitely better at 20 than the Ring of Frost. Ring of Frost is just an insane ability. So if they're going to go with APOC, which is the traditional combo with Ring of Frost, I can see it do some serious work. Now, the problem here is Blaze. Once again, they would basically have to combo Blaze so he can't drop a bunker and prevent his team from getting on into the bunker when a Ring of Frost drops. We're going to once again see Muradin and Ana coming on out, which is definitely a spicy support pick. I mean, we had Oriole being taken off the table, which is definitely an intelligent choice against Gul'dan, and Malfurion, who is really solid with the Jaina. Basically fill up her mana pool, give her cooldown reduction, and so she can drop more blizzards and more Queen of Colds. And once again, we're going to see Alarak here. So I'm interested in why they're choosing him a second time around. I don't think it was bad in Battlefield of Eternity, but I'm not seeing the reasoning behind the choice here. And finally, they do pick up a Rhaegar as their support. They have a combination. They have a combination of sustained damage and the ability to blow up with Greymane. So the Ancestral Healing here can definitely have a lot of value. Alexstrasza could have been good here too with the Lifebinder, which is absolutely insane on a lot of heroes now and has a relatively low cooldown. Overall, I like the draft this time on GF Gaming a little bit. So not necessarily more than LP's draft, but I do like their draft more than the last game. And I'm assuming they're going to have Alarak in the bot lane, which is going to have Gul'dan, Muradin, Ana, and Greymane in the 4-man rotation versus Jaina, Phoenix, Rhaegar, and Diablo. I do think they have potentially a much stronger early game on the side of GF Gaming if Greymane sticks his head a little too far out. And as Lauren likes to say, you know, stick out his neck and just have it chopped right on off. So we are now on in this bad boy. So let's get started once again, or I guess a second time around, for game number 2 between a Lurk Patrol and GF Gaming. We have Ace once again on the Muradin. We got Manby on the Greymane, High Def on that Blaze, Gunny going to be playing the Gul'dan, and finally we will have Hector on the Ana, and that'll be Lurk Patrol. On the other side, we got Zell once again on the Alarak, CFC Star on the Phoenix, Pacific Breeze on Diablo, Cajun Canuck on the Jaina, Stark Caden on the Rhaegar, and that is going to be a GF and Gaming. So, starting things off here, we have the Poke battle started, and we do have Echoed Corruption, as I was expecting. We have the Wolfheart coming on out, Neural Stim Pack, Third Wind, and Piercing Darts, which is pretty much given since you can't really play on any other way. Fingers of Frost, Advanced Targeting, we got the Devil's Due, which is a great map for Diablo on this map, and Colossal Totem. So this is going to give CF Star significantly more value out of Purification Salvo. However, they're choosing Purification Salvo into, once again, a Blaze, which means that they hop on in there, and all of a sudden, CF Star does, you know, nothing out of it. Although if Pacific Breeze does pick up the Lightning Breath, they'll have slows for days. Between Jaina, Pacific Breeze, CF Star, and Star Kenny, there's full purification value all the time, theoretically. Now, bot lane, pretty even. High Def is actually losing it a little bit. Nothing serious at this point. But GF Gaming doing pretty nicely. Nice stun from Pacific Breeze. They're looking for Man. And Manby will not be going down. Ace does have his leap, and he will be all clear to rotate on back because he's Muradin. And one of the things I feel a lot of players don't respect is Muradin's ability to just burn cooldowns and mana. So like you can see, GF Gaming just burnt a lot of cooldowns and mana on Ace. But Ace is just going to hit Third Wind and just regen it. Pacific Breeze going to be executed there by the hands of LP. And that'll be First Blood. Pacific Breeze going a little too far forward. He should have just retreated after Ace jumped on out. Not quite sure why he continued forward, but he did, and that'll be the first kill. It's not anything to be that concerned about. It is a 28 to 28, so 100% equal in gems across both teams. Now, fours have been picked up. We got the Thunderburn, we have the Overdose, we have Improved Life Tap, Piece of Petroleum, and Eyes in the Dark. We also have the Frost Shards, Emergency Protocol, a Souls to the Flame, Healing Totem, and a Chaos Reigns. Now, this is really close overall. I do think they scale pretty well with Jaina, but so does Gul'dan. And once he hits Echo Corruption, it's saying, oh, Pacific Breeze, bring it on back, Gul'dan, and say goodbye. Because he's just been put out of his misery, sent back to the World of Warcraft where he already was dead. So this will give them a little bit of the edge back that they needed, that GF did lose. Manby did rotate down, nothing of value really to come out of it. They are looking to give High Def the opportunity to turn in though. You can see that he does hold 14 of those gems, and it is now 42, which is enough to finish the turn in. Pacific Breeze coming on in, got Man, and Manby will be trying to get on out. Ace trying to peel for him, just needs a body block and will do so. So this should give him the opportunity to freely turn in for now, get most of those gems dropped in. Ace throwing out the stun, but not going to land in time. Most of those gems coming on in. Gunny taking a lot of damage, but he does have the life steal, and he will be able to keep himself up. That's one of the things you have to keep in mind, is that Gul'dan can heal himself, and it heals for a lot. People don't actually respect drain life enough. Drain Life is, if you don't have the damage and or the burst and the coordination, Drain Life will keep you 100% up against a less coordinated team. As you saw there, GF Gaming didn't focus down Gunny enough, and without an extra interrupt, they're playing with a very low CC team without Lurk actually behind them. And so Gunny is able to just freely heal on up and survive that. However, turn-in happened, and now they are starting things off. Pacific Breeze getting a very nice stun in before Ace can leap on out. But remember, like I said, Ace has third win. He's going to go and heal on up pretty easily. Top is getting pushed on in. Best lane to push, by the way, in case you didn't know. And that's because you get the boss, potentially. Manbabe getting picked on up. Sarkane going on in there. Ace taking a bunch of damage. They do have to watch out, and they do split like the Red Sea for now. We got Lurk back on top, 5-manning this, but they are not going to be able to get much more out of it unless they can get a pick here. Jaina very far forward. Echo Corruption being completed in 5 minutes and 20 seconds, and that's absolutely insane. We got 50 stacks on the Chaos Reigns already, which is fantastic. Now, they do get some wall. They don't get the well, which is actually a big deal. Gunny, though, making a dangerous rotation. There comes the totem. Say goodbye to Gul'dan once again. He's going for the repeat, and this is going to really hurt, as he is a large chunk of their wave clear. Manby does have wave clear, but ever since the nerf on the cocktail build, basically, it doesn't do enough, the cocktail build, for people to use in most cases. And because it doesn't do enough, he can't effectively clear as a Worgen, because if he goes in Worgen form, he's pretty much dead. Lurk very far forward, will be able to get on out partially, not fully. Oh, nice silence coming on out. There comes a sleep. Pacific Breeze going very deep onto Ana, and there is the damage from CF Sarks, focusing as best as they can, but there's not enough room. Cajun Canuck now coming on in. There's the damage. Nice Blizzard, and it's going to be enough. GF Gaming gets themselves a second kill right before the Web Weavers come in. A cleanse of destiny there. Cajun Canuck able to walk away without interruption from a very nice cleanse on the side of Starkitten. Now, this is going to be a slightly wasted Web Weavers. Pacific Breeze going on in. There's this stun from High Def, going to be able to peel. Cajun Canuck, in the meantime, has taken a large chunk of damage. Does have tap available and will be able to start clearing this up. They do have 10s. We will see, actually, the no Purification Salvo, but Planet Cracker. I'm assuming this is because of the Blaze pick. And they just assume, well, we'll just use Planet Cracker, crack open that bunker, and whoever's in there, well, whatever. Winter Mute is going to be possible because we now have the Summon Water Elemental. We also do have Lightning Breath, so no Wombo combos. And we do have a potential Bush King. CF Star going to be poked on out, but Breeze counter-engaging onto Gunny. The team is not there to engage. Starkitten on the side, and they are just pushing forward. Nice pull from Zell. The silence is not going to be enough, and Ace will just once again full heal in the meantime. So there's enough gems on one side, that being GF Gaming, and Pacific Breeze is looking for it. He is on Ana like he is into MILFs. Oh, and there's the deadly charge executing the Ana. But in the meantime, CF Star is going to be going down. The fear is not good enough. There's the damage I'm talking about in this Drain Life. Enough to finish off Gul'dan once again. So this is now going to be their second turn in, and Pacific Breeze doing a very nice job zoning here. He himself also needs to turn in order to get this, but they're down 2 people, which means this is absolutely free. You got Zell, Starkitten, and Cajun all able to zone, and that was very nicely done from Pacific Breeze. He took the risk, trusted in his team, and just went absolutely ham. And Zell just charging across the screen helped finish off Ana before, well, really anyone could save her. And plus, the thing is, no one really can save Ana. The bunker is really the only way to save her. And if she gets CC'd to death, well, you can't get into a bunker if you're CC'd. Now, We got perfect timing of knights for both sides, but they are going to be clearing this up relatively easy. We got the pull into the blizzard, making this even easier, and we now have both knights and web weavers pushing on in. So Pacific Breeze keeping vision. Not that he really needs to be keeping vision at that point. It's mostly to hide his presence so they don't know where he's coming from. Adhesive Petroleum has been completed at this point, so now he gets the extra duration. They'll be rotating up at this point. Mid is really not going to get much. They don't even get the well out of that, and they're going to be getting themselves a fort. But they have to be careful because this will turn into a fight very, very quickly. And they're just going to call it a day. They're going to take the fort, work on down towards bottom and or mid. So they're going to go and take mid, push it in as much as possible, which isn't very much as top has already been cleared out. They're going to lose a whole bunch of gems here. So this is one thing to be cognizant of if you have an advantage and you're actually pushing in and winning. You don't actually want to kill the creep wave so far forward because then you're going to lose out on gems. They lost roughly 6 gems potentially there, which is 6 less gems to get your third turn in, which is pretty hefty. It's 60 gems. And they are definitely going to have to be playing safe with the Echoed Corruption online. But remember, they only have a single real frontliner. Alarak is not going to be diving in willy-nilly. So we got Icy Veins coming on out. We got the Auxiliary Shields, Devastating Charge, Earth Shield, and finally Rite of Rockshear. We got the Avatar, the Bunker Drop, the Go for the Throat, the Horrify, and a Nano Boost, all of which you saw up here. We also had a Bound by Shadow. So one thing to point out is that's actually an interesting choice. Bound by Shadow is often not the choice people go with. They go for Hunger for Power. The reason for that is that you'll output more damage than Bound by Shadow will do, especially in a burst situation. But it does allow you to put a lot of sustained damage out, especially if you're not poking enough. But with a single healer, a single frontline, you're not going to really be able to poke too many people there. Horrify coming on out. Ace is pretty low though. There they go. Lots of damage on Occasion. Ancestral Healing will connect, but Phoenix is down for the count. Lightning Breath has come on out. Blaze has dropped that bunker, and they are going to have to retreat. Pacific Breeze is off to the west coast, and he has been blown away to sea. Now, this is going to be a highly effective web weavers now that 2 members are down. Well, technically, 1 down, and Diablo has lost all his souls, which then turns him into a wet paper bag. So, this is going to be a really, really big turning point for LP if they can go and get themselves some structures, because there's 3 forts. I don't know where I got 5. They have all members up, all forts up, and they're going to be pushing in under their fort. So top is going to be cleared by a CF star, but this is actually going to be able to signal to, there's a planet cracker coming across to actually clear both lanes simultaneously, it looks like, which is quite nice. But that means they don't have planet cracker available for a team fight, which is something they're going to have to be cognizant of on the side of LP, because they're still 13 minutes in without dropping a fort. Pacific Breeze getting himself some vision. Let's check out the soul count. We got 22 souls for Diablo at this point, so he's a quarter of the way through getting the souls he needs. So what do you do in this scenario? LP's doing it. You go and get your knights. If you have nothing to do, you either pick up knights to allow you to turn in, which they're about to get. You can see 55, and you basically distract the enemy. They have to deal with the night camp, and because they didn't start their night camp, this is a free turn in. And really, this is not what GF Gaming should be doing at this point. Like, they had nothing to do, so you clear the night camp, you sit someone here, and then you wait to see what the enemy does, because essentially you have the lead. GF Gaming has the lead in structures. They're roughly the same in terms of XP, so you just prep your camp and get ready for potentially a real fight or to defend the turn-in. And now with back-to-back turn-ins, this is where I'm expecting some keeps to come up. Pacific Breeze going on in onto Gunny. There they go. Lots of damage. Lightning Breath coming on out, slowing him down. The Planet Cracker tearing on through. And Ace has been annihilated. He has just been aced. And now we have 2 members down. Pacific Breeze going on deep once again, knowing he's a little too far, and he is walking on out. But the Echo Corruption is not going to be enough because Star Canyon drops the Ancestral Healing, and they walk away with 2 kills. That was very nicely done on the side of GF Gaming. And that's where the Planet Cracker value comes in. Literally chewing on through in the Pacific Breeze Lightning Breath, slowing down Gul'dan. So that way he couldn't actually fully walk out of the Planet Cracker. And at that point, Ace has been playing very aggressive, knowing that he has the third wind. And then he got really punished at that point where he couldn't really get anything out of the third one as the damage kept coming. And Man B has nowhere to go. Very nice rotation from GF Gaming as they are now staggering those deaths. Bot lane going to be cleared on up. So 16s that were picked up. We had the Stone Form picked up here. We also had the Healing Static. So Ace going full tank build. We also have Pacific picking up High Def. He is going to be sitting on there. Lightning Breath, however, lasts longer than the bunker. And High Def is going to be going down. Horrify going to be wasted. CF Star looking to try and pick up Gunny, but it's not going to be good enough. And they walk away with another kill, GF Gaming. GF Gaming. GF Gaming is going absolutely bonkers here. Their girlfriends, if GF does stand for girlfriend, must be applauding them. And if they don't have any girlfriends, well, they're going to be getting some. Because Pacific Breeze coming on in there hot, ready to take it on. They're up a person, but they are... Pacific Breeze, great zoning. Ace not getting in on there in time. There they go. A lot of damage. Avatar hasn't been popped. Pacific Breeze, Planet Cracker tearing on through him, going to be able to zone very nicely. Mambi looking for Cajun, and they will get Cajun with that extra disengage range. They will get the kill, but Ace has popped the Stone Form. He's trying to survive. Star Canyon on the case. The pull from Zell not going to be enough, and now the boss tearing on through that gate. So the bad news on the side of GF Gaming, they lose the Jaina. The good news is they get themselves a turn-in and the boss, and Jaina is going to still be up in 25 seconds. They get a tower, they get the gate, and they remove the boss from the map. Now, this is very dangerous, and the Horrify coming on in. Say goodbye to CF Star. No, he's able to port on over the wall. He's trying to get away. The stun coming from Ace, and he is going to be able to walk away for now. Zell is there. Nice knockback with that telekinesis. Star Kitten, and they all managed to survive. This is absolutely fantastic for GF Gaming. So GF Gaming has managed to burn the Horrify, all survive without Jaina, made a very aggressive rotation, and now they can go and push bot lane because top lane is opened on up with literally no towers for them to defend, which means they can take the front wall from bot lane and race to 20. And with, you know, a 20 advantage comes Wintermew, an insane power spike. Then the Lightning Breath upgrade, Hellfire, lasts forever, does more damage. There they go, Pacific Breeze onto Ace. He should be able to leap on out. He's taking a lot of damage, popping that Stone Form, Lightning Breath, and Planet Cracker, and Zell coming on in, diving on deep, and he is flying through the sky like Superman, using those laser eyes to melt through the enemy team. And this could very well be it. They are pushing in. This is very dangerous. Zell goes down right before the Ancestral can connect. CF Star is worse for the wear, having almost no shield. The Echo Corruption, and it's just enough to stay alive. Pacific Breeze, however, will be going on down. Core has taken no damage, and this might have been a little bit of a throw. So they got a little too cocky there. They hit 20s. And they fully commit to the core. Now, we do have the Wintermute. We have the Unconquered Spirit, which takes 2 minutes to come back. And that's what saves CF Star. We should see Unconquered Spirit somewhere. I guess there we go. Unconquered Spirit, another 80 seconds before it appears. The one downside is that Planet Cracker didn't get as much value as one would hope. We also do have the Hellgate, the Storm Shield, and Hasty Bargain. In my opinion, Rewind is a little bit better here, especially because of the fact that when you have Earth Shield, you get technically double heals, if you will. You get the Q and the W, which will provide the shield. And finally, we got Hasty Bargain here, which is interesting choice because it helps him potentially end the game by getting the additional kills. Now, we'll see if Zell can soar like an eagle once again and help secure another kill. They do have a little window here, so they should be very, very aggressive. They don't have enough for turn-in. They just need to march and try and pressure lanes such as the bot lane, which has catapults. And catapult lane isn't far enough for it for them to really be concerned at this point. But 20s are very close. There's a silence from Zell, not going to be enough. He did only still has the 50 for Zell. Has not completed that. 20s are just around the corner. The pull, very nicely done. Hellgate coming on in the sleep, but it's not going to matter. Oh, beautiful horrified. But Zell flying through the sky like an eagle has taken out Gunny, but has sacrificed himself. But that is a 2 for 3, and now they have no Alarak, but they still have the man advantage. And we remember, Ancestral is still on the table, as is Bunker. Are they going to try to end here? This would be very, very aggressive. They want a posture, I'd say, around here because they want the catapults to build up. There's 2 sets of catapults, three now, and they have CF Star and Cajun Canuck here, which is a lot of damage. You can see shields have already been melted through. Manby looking for the booty of a Jaina. High Def getting picked on up. CF Star going to be kiting around, stuttering around, and Cajun taking a lot of damage. There's the Ancestral. CF Star working on that core as well. 60-50. They're going for it. They have 3 Catas on the core as well. CF Star is going to just stutter step around here, taking it down potentially, and that is going to be game number 2 for GF Gaming. I gotta say, GF Gaming showed that first game wasn't exactly how they wanted things to go, because this second game, much better for them. And taking a look at these DPS numbers, Gunny insane, basically doubled the DPS of everyone in the game. The only person coming even close would be CF Star's Phoenix, which, well, is still a far shot from Gunny's DPS. However, the big thing to note is Gunny was executed over and over that game, where he pretty much fed the additional kills, which dropped their damage output significantly. I mean, Manby did a pretty good job of dishing out the damage, but it wasn't enough. And despite Hector doing a really good job with those sleep darts and just the general healing output, it wasn't enough because, well, Phoenix, Jaina, Alarak, Diablo, they all had more damage. If you take out the Gul'dan from this equation, basically LP's damage fell like a brick into the river, never to be seen again. And at that point, GF Gaming was able to win those fights. And the engages from Pacific Breeze looked hella good as well. So both teams have taken a 1-1 this series. And it'll definitely be